Hello and thank you for watching. I'm Ashley Van Dyke with Advantage Software, and on today's video, Numbered Header Lines, I'm going to show you how you can insert your header as either the first or first and second line of your transcript. I'm in Eclipse and I've opened up a document to use as an example. And in this document right now, if I go to Tools and then Job Report, you see that the only thing in this document is a page break. I don't have any headers or footers in this document at all. Now to insert a header, I can simply press Alt-N, choose header from the list, and as soon as I press OK, I'll have the option to type in whatever header text I would like. After I've typed in the header text, I can press Enter to save it. And you see that now I have that header text, which says header text line 1, above my document and above line 1. If I scroll down through my document, you see that on each page, my header appears immediately above line 1. However, there may be times where you want your header instead to appear on line 1 and to take up a line of your transcript on each page using that format. And Eclipse can do that. If you do need your header to appear on line 1, all you need to do is insert your header, go to your user settings, go to the document tab, click advanced, and where it says numbered header lines, you can set that to 1 or 2. If your header is only one line, you want to set it to 1, and it will turn it into the first line of each page of your transcript. If your header is 2 lines, you'll need to set it to 2, and I'll show you that in just a moment. For right now, since my header is currently only 1 line, I'm going to go ahead and set it to 1 and press OK. And you see that now in my document, I have line 1 as my header. And if I scroll down through my other pages, you see that line 1 also appears as the header on each of these pages. However, you'll notice that it is actually a little bit too far away from line 2. And this is a common issue that you may run into if you do use numbered header lines. And so to adjust the distance between your header and your first line of text, which in this case would be line 2, you can go to your user settings, to the document tab, and click the drop-down list of document controls and choose header margin. If I reduce this margin, my lines will get closer together, and I can reduce it until my line 1 is in the right place. And that change will affect each of your pages. So you see that now, as I scroll through my document, my header on line 1 is in the correct place on each page and isn't too far away from line 2 anymore. And so if you have only a single line of text that you want as your header on line 1, all you need to do is make sure that your header is inserted using the Alt-N, print command, header command, and then typing in your header text. And once your header text is in there, you can go to Alt-U, Document tab, Advanced, and set Numbered Header Lines to 1. And that will insert your header on line 1. I'm going to go ahead and change it back to 0 for a moment. And now I'm going to show you how to use numbered header lines if you have a 2-line header. I'm going to remove the header text that I have in there already, and I'm going to press Alt-N, and I'll choose header. I'll press OK, and I'm going to type in first the text that I want to appear on the first line of my header. So I'm going to type in header line 1. Next, I'm going to hit Control P, and I'm going to put in a space just to take up a blank space, and this represents the half space between lines since my document and most documents in Eclipse are double spaced. If your document is single spaced, you don't need this blank line. After I've inserted a single space on that blank header, I'm going to hit Control P. And now I'm going to go ahead and type in my header line 2 text. I'll press Enter. And now you see that I do have both lines of my header, but you see that the second line of my header is overlapping my text. So what I'm first going to do is turn these into the first and second line of my document. I'm going to go to User Settings, Document tab, and Advanced. For number header lines, I'm going to change this to 2 this time and press OK. And now in my document, you see that my header line 1 is in the correct place, but my header line 2 is still overlapping. And you see that now my line number 2 is also overlapping my line number 3. And so in order to correct that, we need to again adjust the header margin. So I'll go to User Settings, Document, and I'll choose Header Margin from the list of settings again. And we are going to increase this instead of decreasing it in order to give us space between line 2 and line 3. And now that I've corrected the spacing between my first line of actual testimony and my header, if I scroll down through my document, you see that the header line 1 and header line 2 appear before my text on each page. And so whether you use 1-line or 2-line headers, you can use the numbered header line feature. The only thing to remember if you do use 2-line headers, if your document is double spaced, you actually need 3 headers to make use of numbered header lines. The first header and the last header will be the ones that appear since those correspond to printed lines 1 and 2. The blank header corresponds to the half line between those lines. However, if your document was single-spaced, you would not want the blank separator between your 2 headers. But since most transcripts are double-spaced, I've done it this way. Using numbered header lines truly is as simple as inserting your headers and turning the feature on under Document Advanced. And whether you use 1-line or 2-line headers, Eclipse will be able to accommodate it and ensure that your document looks exactly as you desire. And to turn numbered header lines back off, all you have to do is set the setting back to 0. And at this point, you're back to having regular header lines instead of numbered header lines. Again, I can go back to Settings, Document, Advanced, change my numbered header lines back to 2, and now my numbered header lines have returned. And again, if your header is not in the right place, once you've turned numbered header lines on or off, that's easy to adjust. Just go to Settings, Document, and instead of page length, choose header margin. If you reduce this number, your header will move closer to your text, and if you increase this number, your header will move further away from your text. And so with these 2 settings combined, you can get your document to look exactly the way that you need it to, and have all of the information on each page that any of your clients are requesting. Thank you for watching this video. As a reminder, Advantage Software offers anytime support. Tech support can be reached anytime, including weekends and holidays, at 772-288-3266. Email support is also available at support@eclipsecat.com. Thank you for watching this video. Please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to our channel to turn on notifications so that you'll be notified when we publish new content every Tuesday and Thursday. Thank you so much and have a great day.